Guys, hold on.
Sometimes people struggle. So you consider yourself safe, out of harm, all that, right?
I'm watching a video that Grizzly Hood News put up about Rudy. Remember I said Rudy was working like a slave, servitude, toil and labor. It's interesting, you guys. I picked up on a couple of things energetically. The tone of his voice. Okay, the tone of his voice, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get all pretty here, okay? I just got to be real, okay? Um Rudy needs to be protected, okay? Seriously protected. What I mean is protected is he needs to be in an environment that is away from any family members right now, especially his mother, okay? And he needs to get true healing, you guys, true healing. He has been through a lot. I noticed his voice, okay? The tone of his voice, okay? I don't know if any of you guys notice. If Rudy, or you, if you're listening to me out here, okay, I am praying for you. I truly am praying for you. What they did to you was very wicked, okay? Um, and it's not your fault, okay? It's truly not your fault, okay? And I'm sending you love and light, and I will continue to keep you in my prayers, okay? You in my prayers, okay, Rudy? Um, and I think it's best, Rudy, if you are listening to me, I did speak to your grandmother on the other side. Okay, she's really concerned about you. She's always have. She loves you, and I don't want you to forget about that. Okay, she does love you. Okay, she's around you. She wants you to get the help that you need. Um, I feel like right now, Rudy, if you're hearing me, you're very vulnerable, and people will take advantage of your vulnerability. You're very smart, okay? Very smart. And I think you know this. You've been through a lot, okay? You had to be in survival mode for a very long time, okay? This is really sad, okay? The Houston Police Department has failed Rudy, okay? Has failed him. His family has failed him. I don't care what nobody says, okay? I pulled the energy, okay? I talked to the grandmother on the other side, okay? Um, and what's interesting and telling, okay, what's telling is his voice. Listen to the tone of his voice. It's really raspy. So that tells me a lot. Okay. It tells me a lot. Okay.
I just want to live.
She would make you go to work with her or so.
Yes, ma'am.
And then
and he wants to live. Okay. Honestly, I'm being honest with you guys. I feel like this interview should have never been done. Okay. Just say this interview should have never been done. Okay. Because he needs to heal. Okay. And there's going to be a lot of people out here trying to get views, trying to exploit him. Okay. I seen exploitation, like exploiting him. Okay. And I don't like it. Okay. I'm going to say how it is. I'm not going to say it for entertainment purposes. I'm not saying nothing. I feel like people are going to be out here exploiting him. Okay. Truly exploiting him. He needs to be protected, you guys, at all costs. Um, there needs to be a lawyer that has worked with child abuse um, victims. Okay, they need to come forward and help him. Somebody with a pure intentions, not somebody out here just trying to make money and get a name for themselves. Okay, somebody that is really wants to help Rudy. Okay, this is sad. I'm really shocked that he was interviewed. First of all, when I seen the interview, it bothered me to the core. Okay, because this is somebody that has been abused, somebody that doesn't even know their self. Okay, obviously you see that, but he's very autistic. Okay, I'm hearing autistic. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, Yeshua, for giving me true discernment. Somebody that's very autistic. Okay, he's autistic. Now, there's something interesting. I was picking up on so much, you guys. Okay, I wanted to do this video yesterday, but I was so angry. Okay, the reason why I was angry is because they interviewed him. okay, he needs time to heal. Okay, he needs to get away from his family. He needs to get away from his mother, and he needs to get out of Houston. Okay, somebody needs to take him out of Houston where he can get true healing and true help. Okay, um, because I'm glad Grizzly Hood did this interview. Okay, but what I see psychically. Okay, um, and then somebody asked if he should take his glasses off. I mean, this boy, what he been through. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if he has like bags under his eyes. Okay, um, now he was out in the neighborhood. Of course, I see that. Okay, um, and he is speaking his truth. Okay, you guys that never been through any kind of abuse will never understand this. Okay, you will never understand him. Okay, people are talking all this gibberish. Okay, gibberish. Um, oh, he knew and all this stuff. And another thing, um, the when you have been abused from abuser and you're solely relying on that abuser, like the stalk, like he's saying, and also somebody does something doesn't feel right about this. Okay, something does not feel right about this at all. Okay, um, his voice. Okay, his voice sounds very raspy. Okay, um, I don't know if this is from whatever the mom was pumping into him, okay, or what he was taking to suppress um his emotions. This he's the true empath. He's a true empathic, okay, empathic. I feel like he's on the autism spectrum, okay? And I feel like that the Houston Police Department needs to be charged for there's charges against the mother, like there's misdemeanor and there's federal charges that need to be charged on this woman. Okay, seriously. Um, and there does not need to be any more interviews with him. Okay, he needs time to heal. Okay, what he has been through is no joke. Okay, abuse in any kind of form, especially at a young age. We don't know when this abuse started. Okay, they're saying some people when I was pulling the energy, it was let me slow down because my ancestors are like slow down. Okay, I'm very bothered, bothered by. I was picking up on how he was feeling. Okay, and it bothered me. Okay, it bothered me. It bothered me to the core. Okay, this is why the grandma was like, he needs to get away from all these people. Okay, all these people. So the first thing I noticed was his voice, the tone of his voice. Okay, is very raspy. Okay, very raspy. So I asked myself, why is it so raspy? Okay, when you go through like depression, anxiety, and stuff like that, um, severe. Okay, you can get that raspiness in your voice. Also, it could be something that he was ingesting. Okay, that can make that raspiness. Um, I see somebody here that has people are saying they shouldn't. This reminds me of the movie Precious. His story reminds me of Precious, honestly. Okay. This is very sad. Very, very sad on every level. He does not need to be interviewed, okay? He needs help. He needs help. Not no damn interview, okay? He needs help. I know you guys want him to get his story out, okay? But if you really want to help him, and this is what his grandma was saying on the other side, that this was going to happen, okay? People was going to exploit him for views, for money, all kinds of crazy stuff, okay? I see it, all right? Um, wow. This was so profound, you guys. Now I'm gonna go to this is part three. I watched part one, I watched part two, and I watched part three. And I wanted to go on yesterday, but I was like, something wasn't sitting right. Okay, something was not sitting right. So I had to sit and really think what I was really picking up on. The first thing I noticed was his tone of his voice. Okay, the tone of his voice. Okay, um, sounds like distress, okay? Distress, depression, anxiety, which he said all these things, okay? Um, and I'm glad that they did not show his face. His face don't need to be shown, okay? If you know, and I don't believe wherever he's at, he needs to be away from family. I'm sorry, I'm just saying, okay? There does not need to be any interviews. This boy needs professional help. And I keep saying boy because when this abuse happened, he was a boy, and I feel like he believes some of this is his fault, and it's not his fault. Okay, he's dealing with a severe mentally disturbed mother. Okay, disturbed mentally. Okay, um, and what's interesting was a lot of things. So first thing I noticed was the tone of the voice. The second thing I noticed was the colors. When he kept mentioning the colors, it was interesting. I was like, it kind of sounds like MK Ultra. Okay. Also, um, colors too. You see a lot of it on the spiritual realm. So he really had a true disconnect. So I feel like Rudy is also intuitive. Okay. To pick up these colors. Do you guys see the color? My lighting go in and out, in and out. Okay, wow, this is sad. Um, so let me go back to one. Okay, let me play number one and tell you what I noticed in number one.
Oh, it's back. I have no idea.
Also, his body language. He was not comfortable doing this interview. Okay, so I don't know if they paid him to do this interview. Okay, if they paid him, I mean, yes, he probably needs some money, okay? But he was obviously not comfortable doing this interview, okay? He was not comfortable. Hold on for a second. Okay. He was not comfortable doing this interview. Um, or there's some kind of withdrawal from something. Okay, I'm hearing withdraw from something. Thank you, ancestors. Withdraw from something. Okay, a substance that he was given. Okay, um, wow. Okay, and when you take something for so long, it can also make your voice raspy. Okay, a substance. Okay, um, and he was SIB. SIB is self-interest behavior. So this tells me a lot. Okay, somebody that does SIB behavior, we call it self-interest behavior. They do this because they want to feel. Okay, so that tells me that his emotions wasn't validated and he wasn't truly feeling. Okay, he was suppressing his emotions, you guys, to the point where he did not feel anything. He felt numb. Okay, and I see this numbness in this video that he did, even though he articulates his words very well. He needs a lawyer that works with people that have been through some serious ass abuse. Okay, um, and I feel like I pray that they don't exploit him even more. Seriously, you guys, I feel like he's also covering up for his mother. Okay, um, because you got to understand the dynamic that he had between him and his mother. Okay, it was sick. Okay, very sick. Okay, not normal, not natural. Okay, um, but something doesn't sit right with this interview. Okay, I don't know. Was he with his mother before he was interviewed to say certain things? Because he really didn't say nothing pertaining her to go to jail. Okay, so obviously you can tell he's been controlled mentally, physically, and spiritually. Okay, like in cage, basically in cage. And I believe Grizzly, the girl that went out back, and she seen all that stuff. That was his stuff that was out back. Okay, that's what I was picking on. He was actually in the back, and I also seen beer cans. Okay, so he would also drink. Okay, to numb his emotions, and his mother was giving him this. Okay, um, I feel like when he said about his brother, they need to reinvestigate the father's death. Okay, the murder of the father. Because I'm hearing murder. They're saying he suicide himself. That's what they always say. Okay, they need to reopen that investigation. Okay, um, and see what really happened to his father. Okay, the police officer. Okay, that was doing illegal activity. Okay, um, wow. So part one, I noticed his body language.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable.
How you feeling? Just a little sick. I got kind of cold or something. But other than that,
And he says he feels a little bit sick because this is a lot. This is a lot emotionally, physically, and spiritually, okay, that he's going through. I mean, his story is being told to everybody, okay? Everybody. Um, wow. I really pray he gets the help that he needs.
because it's bones. Yeah, it's a struggle. My throat's kind of sore. I understand.
Now his throat could have been sore because he was crying. Okay, he has probably held things in for so long. Okay, that could be another reason why his throat is sore. Okay, um, wow. I feel like his throat chakra is blocked from really telling his truth. Um, for a lot of reasons. One, because of his mother. Okay, the relationship him and his mother had was not a son and mother relationship, and he says that he felt uncomfortable when she was in the bed with him. Okay, so obviously we know that they were in bed together. And why didn't he have a lawyer? Okay, why didn't somebody get him a lawyer? Okay, I don't understand this. You want to interview him, but you don't want to get him a lawyer. Okay, um and lawyer is for him for to protect him. Okay, that's why he needs a lawyer, to protect him, okay, from these evil ass people. Okay, um let me continue.
My throat's kind of sore. I understand. How much?
Rudy, how are you 25?
And remember I said that his age, they need to re-verify his age and when he went missing, because I'm telling you, he went missing before he was 18. I don't care what nobody says. He went missing before the age of 18. So there should have been an Amber Alert. Okay, I don't know if they sent an Amber Alert out, but um, there should have been something. Okay, and the mom had him. Remember, I said the expectations. The mother had expectations from him. Okay, and he wasn't meeting those expectations because he didn't want to meet those expectations because he didn't want to do the damn job. Okay, so she needs to be charged for that. And there's some kind of, if she was doing security, there's cameras. Okay, where they can see um him doing her job. And then the aunt pulled up a picture of him a year after he was missing. So how you not know he was missing? Okay, something's not fishy. Something's not sitting right with me. And when I even pull the grandmom's energy with the family, okay, I think they know more than what they're saying. Okay, um, wow, like this makes me really sad, you guys. Like I don't even want to do this, but I have to do this. Okay.
26. That's my age and age sometimes.
So he had fake identification. So how did he get fake identification? So I'm not gonna watch all this because this is very disturbing and it really hurts me to the core to even see this. He needs some serious help. I hope and pray somebody comes forward that has true intentions for Rudy, and we need to pray for him as a collectively, energetically, to raise the vibration for him and say his name. Okay. Um, but this is sad because this happens a lot. Okay. I feel like Rudy fell through the cracks. Um, and this is very sad. Um, because if you notice, he does not want his mother to get in trouble. Okay. And he kept saying that his mother was the only person that he could rely on. So that speaks volumes right there. So he couldn't go to his aunt. He couldn't go to his cousins. Okay. So that tells me even before this, and he keeps talking about his brother that crossed over. Okay. Maybe I need to pull his brother's energy. Okay. Um, but I don't feel like I need to do that. I spoke to the grandma and the grandma gave me enough. Okay. I just feel like he said he only could rely on his mother. Okay. Now I believe if Rudy could have trust somebody, okay, I believe he talked to somebody in that church, okay. Truly trust somebody in the family. Um the family, this is what's interesting about the family. The family's like, oh, we didn't know what was going on. We assumed, or the grandma had dementia and she didn't know what was going on. Like, come on. Okay, I have a family. Okay, if this was going on, we're gonna be knocking down doors. Okay, even if the grandma said that and she got dementia, okay, we're gonna be. And I don't believe that he was in the room, you guys. I believe there he was somewhere else. Okay, maybe he was in the room. I don't know. Okay, I'm seeing a space underneath, and I still continue to say this. I see a space underneath. Okay, um, this is so sad. But he felt very uncomfortable. Okay, if you see his hands, you see his body language, he was very uncomfortable during this interview. Okay, he should have had somebody there as a lawyer to represent him. Okay, and I'm pretty sure a lawyer would have came out from anywhere to help him. Somebody with true intentions, pure intentions to really truly help him. So if you're guys, anybody on here that listens to me, if there's a lawyer out here that knows about child abuse and stuff like that, psychology and stuff, and find him a real good psychologist, find him a program to go to so he can truly get help. Okay, and then I know his high school friends have been reaching out to him, but this Rudy needs time to heal. Okay, he needs time to heal and figure out who he is. Okay, because he never had a chance to know who he was. Okay, his mother told him who he was. Okay, so he never had no time to figure out who he was. Okay, I feel like he's very spiritual. Okay, he's very intuitive, very psychic. Okay, um, when he mentions the colors. Okay, um, and I do see a split. Okay, a little bit of a split, and you do see this with abuse. Okay, you see a split. Okay, um, but I noticed the voice. I noticed the body language. Um, he was not comfortable at all. And I'm surprised there was nobody there as far as a lawyer to um, speak, or he could at least been like, I could do an interview another time. I know everybody wants to get his story out. Okay, I know everybody wants to make sure he's okay, but he's obviously not okay. Okay, and people making some really messed up comments. Okay, he most likely will be reading these comments, so you need to be careful. Okay, what you say, because can be very dangerous words. Okay, um I hope Rudy sees my video because I'm praying for him, truly praying for him. This is sad. Um, and he has been through trauma, okay? And he is speaking his truth, okay? Um, and he needs to continue to speak his truth, but he needs to heal first and then tell his story, okay? Um, I don't know where he's at. I just pray that he is not with family, okay? And I don't care if the family comes on here and make any comment. I'm saying it, okay? I'm saying it. Um, he needs to be somewhere far away from Houston. He needs to be far away from everybody, okay? Where he can truly heal, okay? Truly heal himself. But I noticed I picked up real fast the body language. I picked up the raspiness in his voice. That could be distress. That could be a lot of things, okay? Um, I'm not a psychologist, okay? I'm just a psychic. Um, Also, I feel like he is on the autistic spectrum. And there's something they call, like with colors. I don't think he's schizophrenic. I don't see that, okay? I do see a split though, okay? And you see this when people have been abused or they don't want to deal with the situation that they're in. There will be a split, okay? A split from their body, like literally a split, okay? They will go outside their body, okay? I do see that, okay? And he is speaking his truth, and I feel like some family members didn't want to really see the truth, because if they really wanted to see the truth, they would have fought a little bit harder for Rudy. Um, and not just that, if you have a picture of him in a year after he went missing, why didn't you knock down some damn doors? Okay, just saying. All right. And now you want to be like, oh, I'm happy to see him. I never thought he was missing. So if you never thought he was missing, why wait 8 years to save him? Okay, so everybody failed Rudy. His family failed him. His neighbors failed him. The community failed him. Okay, the police department failed him. Okay, the damn church failed him. Okay, everybody failed him. Okay, and his mother, I don't even want to pull in her energy. Okay, um, this woman is vile, and if she's watching me, she's everything that she's done is going to come back to her. Okay, everything she has done is coming back to her. I do see her in jail, you guys. Okay, um, and I do see Rudy getting help, but the grandmother was concerned, and now I see why. 2818, um, because he's so vulnerable. Okay, he's very vulnerable at this state. So people need to be careful what they say to him. Okay. Um, wow. And I wrote down what I was picking up on how he was truly feeling. And everything I said, basically, he said it and didn't say it. Okay. He's very fragile. Okay. So you need to be very careful what you say to him. Okay. And he needs to know that this was not his fault. Okay. He was manipulated. Okay. Manipulated. All right. Um, and the mother will be charged. Okay. Now, I also believe the mother has something over the Houston Police Department. Okay. I really believe that. All right. They need to reopen, and somebody needs to come in, like the FBI, if he was missing at 17, and investigate this case. But you don't know who to trust these days. Okay. Just saying. But I'm just saying somebody from a different entity. Okay. If they really want to help Rudy. Okay. Because you don't even know who to trust, honestly. Okay. Some of these police departments, I'm not saying all cops are bad, but there's a brotherhood. Okay. Uh, and some of them don't want to break those oaths. Those oaths. I'm hearing oath. Oath. Okay, they're oaths to their brotherhood. Okay. Um, so if he went missing, he came home, and Grizzly showed the backyard and stuff, and I do see um beer bottles, okay? And he was back there hiding, okay, when people came over. She told him to go hide, okay? Did he hide? And his soul is so gentle, you guys. I'm seeing his soul, his soul, his soul. He's an empath. He's a psychic. He's an empath. Truly empathic, okay? He feels everything around him, okay? He takes in everything around him, okay? This is why he doesn't need to be around nobody right now, okay? Um, Only therapists and people that can really help him, okay? Wow, this is deep. The grandmother keeps telling me, she's saying family in Mexico. I don't know if he has family in Mexico, okay? Um, And Rudy said that the only person that he had was his mother. That is sad. That is really sad. And the mom was causing the abuse on him. You guys, if anybody chime in, you can chime in, okay? Um, but there's something that wasn't sitting right with my spirit, okay? Um, it's kind of like more than just abuse, okay? I can't really put my finger on it. All day today, I was thinking about it. Throughout my day. And I was like, there's more to this story. There's layers to this story. Okay. Um, and then they found him at that church. And then he went back to that area because he felt um, to go back to somewhere that reminded him. That's another thing. Okay. He went back to an area that reminded him of, I guess, a safe space. That's why I feel like somebody in that church. There's something the church. I can't connect the church. I'm trying to connect the church to Rudy. Okay, I feel like he's told somebody in the church, and they even failed him. They failed him. Okay, they let him down. Okay, I don't know if he'll ever come out and tell this story. Okay, but the Houston Police Department has totally failed this young boy. I mean, he's not young, but I keep seeing his mind like a child. Okay, not even his age that he's saying his age, and we don't even know if that's his real age because his mom has so much fake documentation. Okay, um, this is really sad, you guys. Just comment your thoughts. But I noticed his body language. I noticed the color. Okay, the colors. This was interesting. They call this something in psychology, but I can't remember the name of it. Okay, um, and I feel like he's truly empathic. And I feel like he is telling his truth, okay? He definitely is telling his truth, but I don't feel like he's telling his whole truth. And that's okay because it's going to take time for him to come out and tell his whole truth, okay? And if he even wants to tell his whole truth, that's fine. But as long as, he understands that this is not his fault, okay? Um, he was let down, okay? He didn't have nobody, okay? And I truly feel like he didn't have nobody, and that's really sad. And then people reaching out from his high school, to try to talk to him and help him. That's good, but and then the family is what really gets me, okay? The grandma keeps saying that he don't even need to be around the family, okay? The grandmother, my hands are itching, you guys. The grandmother, okay? um wow. She showed me something with money. Okay, money. What are you showing me? Something with money. I feel like the mother told him, okay, if I get arrested or I'm charged, you're going to go down with me. I mean, this is truly, truly some serious ass like she was messing with him like psychologically, like really messing with his head psychologically, okay? Um and I don't like this. I don't like this woman. She definitely needs to be in jail, okay, for what she has done to him. Um I mean, she broke all kinds of spiritual laws here, okay? And I seen her when I seen the lovers, when I pulled the lovers card, um, she didn't see him as a son. Okay, this is some sick shit. Now, if this was a masculine that did this to his daughter, his ass would be in jail. Okay, I feel like she has something over this police department. Okay, honestly, there's layers to this. You guys, this is so deep, and I really believe that I kept seeing a masculine. Okay, it's not just the mother. Okay, there's a masculine here. Okay, um, and I hope that one day, even if he can't tell his whole story, at least he heals himself. And this is going to take time. This is not going to happen overnight, a couple months. This is going to happen. This is going to take years, years. Um, and I feel like she was giving him medication. You guys see how that leg keeps going in and out. Um, I'm seeing medication, and he was taking the medication or whatever that he was given. Okay, because I'm seeing him ingesting something. Okay, he's so numb. He's so numb, you guys. It's so sad the numbness that I'm feeling. But this pure heart, this pure spirit, this pure soul, but it's numb. Okay, and he did have a split. Okay, the mother, I already picked up on her energy. She is the mommy dearest. This also reminds me of the movie Precious. Okay, just this is a boy instead of a girl. This is really sick, you guys. And I do see the mother going to jail. Okay, I do see charges being brought up against her because the police department, they don't want to be sued. Okay, and they don't want the father's case to be reopened, should I say. Because the father, I kept hearing murder instead of suicide. So, what really happened to the father? Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. But I did notice the raspy voice. Um, I did notice autistic. Okay, so I believe he had a learning disability, but he was on the higher spectrum of autism, not the lower spectrum. So when he feels things differently, okay. Um, some psychics are on the spectrum of autism, okay. They're very. That's why they're very. They can. They're very. Their senses are very heightened. Okay, they can sense more than other people, like a blind person. Okay, because they have to use more senses. Okay, very empathic. Um, and he was telling his truth, but what really bothered me was he felt very uncomfortable. Okay, and I felt that. Okay, and I don't think they need to be interviewing him. Okay, I think they need to be getting him some help. If you really care about Rudy out here, you would don't exploit him for money, no financial gain. um, get him in a place where he can get some real help so he can live a normal life. And this is going to take time. Okay, this is not going to happen overnight. Okay. um wow. And we need to pray for him as the collective energy. Okay, lift him up collectively. Okay, because he needs this. Okay, he truly does. And if you watching my video, I'm definitely praying for him. I'm definitely praying for you, Rudy. Okay, I'm praying for you. You're in my thoughts and you're in my prayers. and I know you're speaking your truth, okay? I spoke to your grandmother, okay? And I was pulling your energy. I really know. um I don't know why she keeps saying Mexico. Okay, I don't know if he has family in Mexico, you guys. This is so sad. This is really sad. Um, this is really, really sad. And you got to understand the toil and labor that I seen that he was doing. If he was doing a security job, wouldn't there be some kind of there a video of him doing this job at his mother's job? That's what I'm saying. Was she really working at a security job? Okay, because what I'm seeing is something totally different than security. Okay, just saying. All right, just saying. I'm seeing more than security. What was this woman really doing? Okay, who she was involved with? Okay, they need to dig up everybody she was involved with and all these aliases that she's using out here. Okay, they need to interview all the men she's ever been with. Okay, because the bitch is crazy. Okay, she is crazy. Okay, the mother is crazy. The mother was not protecting him, she was protecting herself. She was protecting herself in a sick, twisted way. She was protecting herself. Okay, this is interesting. She was protecting herself. Like, I'm trying to think how I can explain this to you. She didn't want to be alone. She did not want to be alone. She knew she could manipulate her son. This is a narcissistic person. Okay, narcissistic, um, evil, vile person. Okay. I'm gonna end this, you guys. This would be the last video that I do on him. I might do one in the future. Um, Rudy, Rudy, I'm saying Rudy. You guys, even his name, Rudy. When I say Rudy, the grandmom's like, she's saying something else. They called him something else. Did they call him Ruben or something? I don't know. Okay, I'm hearing some other name. Okay, she's sick. She's saying it, but I can't understand what she's saying. Okay, um, but this is sad, very sad. When I watched it, I'm just like, how can they be interviewing him? I mean, yes, they want to get his story out, but it's like obviously you seen he was very uncomfortable. Okay, the way he was moving his hands, and then he had to tell people about him being depressed. And I mean, some things I feel like should not been said. Okay, if he had a lawyer to be there to represent him, to protect him from saying certain things, because it's private. We don't need to know. Okay, first of all, we need to know, okay, yes, he was kept inside against his will. Okay, because she lied to him, she deceived him, that the El Diablo card, the devil card. Okay, true manipulation here. Okay, but we didn't need to know everything else. Okay, because we already know that something happened here. Okay, this was not normal at all. Okay, I also feel like before, I'm seeing her trying to talk to him. Okay, so if he's with family, how's the family letting her come over, or a friend's house? Because I see her trying to have communication with him. Okay, um and she doesn't see him as a son, she sees him as a lover. Okay, a lover. I pulled the lover's card. And they need to check if they were ever married. Okay, married. All right. And she's using so many aliases on Facebook and off of Facebook. Okay. I went to see one of her pages, and um I forget what she was calling herself, Bella or some other name, but she's going under so many fake names, and she's also commenting. If they go back and see everything she was posting, like, oh, my son's missing and blase blase, I feel like the mother is a narcissistic, a sociopath, um, and I'm not even a psychologist, okay? Um, and I'm seeing schizophrenia, okay? Some kind of schizophrenia here, okay? Um, and I'm also seeing, what is this? And I don't think she was trying to help her son because he's autistic. I think she was trying to take advantage of her son because he was autistic. Okay. All right, you guys, this is the information that I was pulling on Rudy. And I know he's going to watch some videos out here. I know he's going to read comments, but I want him to know, Rudy, if you're listening, it's not your fault. I believe you. Okay, I believe you. And I'm praying for healing over you spiritually, mentally, and physically. Um, and you need to not be around your family. You need to get out of Houston. Um, you need to find you a good lawyer to represent you because um, you need to get a PFA against your mother, a restraining order. Um, and why before he was in interview, this is another thing, this is another thing, why didn't they get a restraining order against his mother? Why didn't somebody get a PFA, whatever you guys want, a protection order? Okay, he should have had a protection order. He's saying she's coming around. Okay, her ass doesn't need to come around. Okay, he needs to get a protection order. Rudy, if you're hearing me, get a protection order against your mother. Okay, if there's any police that are like not helping you and harassing you, get a damn protection order. This is why he needs a lawyer. He needs, you know what lawyer he needs, you guys? We need to reach out to Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders. Okay, Bernie Sanders. I think he was a lawyer. Is Bernie Sanders a lawyer? I know he's a politician. But Bernie Sanders, let me see if he's a lawyer. Because I'm seeing a law, like a law firm that he used to work in. I don't know, Bernie Sanders. But Bernie Sanders is somebody I would trust. Okay, even though he's a politician, he's not like the other politicians. Okay, he's not so corrupt. And I'm feeling like he has a law degree. Okay, Bernie Sanders. Hold on, let me see. I don't know how old Bernie is now. Wow, Bernie is 81 years old. So, and I don't know how Bernie's health is. I mean, he looks good. I don't know. I'm not trying to channel his energy right now. Wow, he's 81. I feel like he was a lawyer. I don't feel like he just was in politics. I feel like he was a lawyer. Okay, like a lawyer. If Bernie Sanders has a son, does he have a son that's a lawyer or a relative, a brother? We need somebody like Bernie Sanders. He was an independent. I'm doing good, Richard. I feel like Bernie was a lawyer. I don't know why. I feel like he has a law degree. I'm trying to see if he has one. No, he actually studied in Bachelor's of Art and degree in political science. Bernie Sanders, if you have a lawyer that you know that you can trust, we need somebody like Bernie, okay, with true intentions, okay? A lot of people don't like Bernie, but I like Bernie, okay? Because Bernie, he's not a Republican, he's not a Democrat, he's independent, and he's not corrupt like a lot of these politicians are, like seriously corrupt. Um, I just feel like obviously he needs a lawyer, he needs a psychologist. Rudy, she's saying Ruby. Did they call him Ruby or something? I keep hearing her say this name, okay? But I just feel like we need somebody like Rudy. also feel like Rudy, some kind of MK Ultra. Okay, I don't know. I'm also seeing MK Ultra. Okay, MK Ultra. Okay, this is what they're saying. Okay, um, I'm just Rudy. I'm praying for you. Okay, I'm really truly I'm praying for you. I pray you get the help that you need. I hope you get to see my video because your mother. You're a victim. Okay, you are a victim. Okay, you are a victim, and we need to realize that Rudy, is a victim in all of this. Okay, there's more to this. There's layers to this. And I really feel like we might not know everything, but we will know some things. We will know more than what we're finding out now. But it's going to give him time. It's going to be like he needs time. Okay, he needs time. Because this is like somebody being in prison and they're coming out of prison and they have freedom. Okay, and they don't know like which direction because he's trying to find himself. Like I feel like on the spiritual way he has found himself, but physically, um, really knowing himself, his true identity, because of what she was feeding him, like in his mind, he started believing this. And I feel like once he gets away, like truly gets away, and he needs to get a restraining order. Okay, get a restraining order, get a lawyer, and get out of Houston. Okay, Rudy, and start to heal. Get some therapy, get some healing. And you don't need to be around none of your family. You don't even need to be in Houston. Get out of Houston. They have other places you can go that's outside of Houston. Okay, your grandma keeps saying Mexico. I don't know why Mexico. Um, but I don't know Mexico. There's like gangs and stuff, so I don't know. Okay, I don't know if they have like a country house in Mexico. I don't know. Okay, I just hope and pray that Rudy gets healing. But I did notice his voice, the tone of his voice would change. His emotions also change at certain points in the conversation. So that showed me where his emotions change. Um, Wherever his emotions change, that's where um, you can tell it really, really, really bothered him of what happened when he said certain things like his brother, his grandmother. He got emotional. So those were triggers. Okay, triggers. I call them triggers. Okay, um, and we have to be careful because he's very fragile. Okay, um, so I noticed the triggers. Okay, what he did not want to talk about. Um, his body language. He was not comfortable. Um, the color thing is something with autistic. They call it starts with an S. I can't think of the name of it. Also I feel like he's an empath. He's psychic. Okay, empathic, very empathic. Very intuitive. I feel like there's some kind of MK Ultra. There's some kind of split. Like when you go through abuse, you split. Okay, there's a split there. Okay, I'm also feeling that. Okay, so there's a lot of psychological things going on, and you're dealing with a mother that is psychologically damaged. Okay, and it's sad. It really is sad. And I feel like this is in the family. So why would they send him to another family member? Okay, when a lot of them have been abused in some kind of way. Okay, I feel like he needs to get out of Texas. He needs to get out of not be around nobody. Okay, until he gets true healing, and we need to send the prayers up for him. Send them up as a collectively, telepathically, consciously, and subconsciously. Okay, send them prayers up. All right. The lighting keeps going in and out. It's the grandmother. Okay, the grandma's coming through. And Rudy, your grandmother is around you. Okay, she sees all. She sees all. And I keep hearing something in Spanish. It's like I love you. Like she used to say to him all the time. And she used to always kiss him on his cheeks. She showed me his cheeks. Okay. And I feel like she used to squeeze his cheeks. Okay. All right, you guys. Rudy, I'm praying for you. And I'm sending you nothing but love and light and true healing. Okay? True healing, true love, and true light. And we need to pray for him. All right. Love and light. Love and light, you guys. Ashe, ashe.